Dane Palmero, owner of Overflow Pools, is here with what families need to know. Dane, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we always know and we talk about physical barriers and, the things, the security that people need to have in place in order to try to prevent these kids from climbing over fences and getting in these pools. So tell us, remind people again how important these barriers are.
Well, the fences around pools it's extremely important. I've been in the business since 1978, and when that first happened, when they started putting fences up, us builders said, well, what are they doing that for? They don't really need them, but they do need them. They really do need the fences. And more importantly is the gates. As a matter of fact, I think it was yesterday or a day before there was a drowning.
Yes.
And
in Gilbert, well, there was actually 3 calls out, 3 incidents within a matter of hours happening on Sunday. One 2-year-old child actually died. The other 2 were near drownings, all in one day.
Yeah, and I was watching the news, and they had a fence around the pool, but the gate was open. Now, that doesn't mean that it was open at the time,
right.
But they had a fence, they had a gate, but why? How did the child get in there? Maybe the gate wasn't working.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to do, is I want to go to those houses and fix those gates if they don't close.
And that's what I love so much. I mean, something that proactive like that. Just a small fix that can literally make a life or death situation, just the difference between that. Tell people what you are doing to help and try to fix for free.
Well, the gates, see, if the gate doesn't latch, here's what happens really, is homeowners will prop open their gate. Mm-hmm. I've done it. They prop open their gate, and you keep doing that over and over and over again. The spring actually just loses its tension.
Yeah.
So when the gate goes to close, it just doesn't make it. Oh. Homeowners don't pay attention to that, or they'll say, well, I'll fix it later. Mm-hmm. Well, if that's the case, if you can give us a call, we'll go out there, we'll tighten up the springs, replace the spring if we have to, make sure the gate shuts for them.
I think that's incredible that not only are you, offering this service, but it's for free. It's the second time that you've done something like this.
Yeah, we did this a few years ago.
Yeah, why?
Well, for this reason, and I'll tell you what's happening is, do you remember just a few second campaign with the city of Phoenix?
Yes,
They did that years and years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they were really pushing that heavily, and child drownings went down, but then it went away, and then child drownings went up.
Yeah.
So when I did that, a few years ago, that's when the child drownings were picking up a little bit. Then they went back down. Now they're picking up again.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get, jump back on it and do it again, and see what I can do. See what, give back to the community a little bit.
Exactly. Well, and I think not just a little bit, in a very big way, and hopefully maybe some other pool companies see what you're doing and want to step up as well. So tell people, where can they go, whether it's a website or a phone number, where can they go to get these free repairs for their gates?
Well, all they have to do is they can call the office if they'd like, or they can go to info@overflowpools.com. Mm-hmm. That's all they have to do. And there'll be a list of exactly what the stipulations are of what we need, like photos. We need photos of their gate.
Yeah.
Obviously their address.
Sure.
And their name and phone number, and we'll get in there and we'll take care of it for them.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for what you're doing. We know you don't have to. You've been around long enough, but the fact that you want to give back in such an important way, it really speaks volumes.
Yeah, my whole team is on board on this.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. And again, remind our folks, because I think it's so important, where they can get info, where they can email.
Info@overflowpools.com.
Perfect. All right. Dane,
okay.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Don't forget, 12 News is dedicated to keeping you and your family safe around water. Through our Water Watch campaign, you can find life-saving tips and resources right now by heading to our website, 12news.com/waterwatch.